I bleed blue.
I'm a Louisville fan. You're either a Kentucky Wildcat fan or you're a Louisville Cardinal fan, and I'm proud to say that I wear the blue and white.
We will sing one song for the old Kentucky home, for the old Kentucky home far away.
The state of Kentucky is the type of place where you can always borrow a cup of sugar for your sweet tea, where horse racing is more than just big hats, and the only thing separating you from your neighbor are the rolling hills of the bluegrass. But there's one thing in Kentucky that turns friends into enemies and family into foes. Basketball is a religion in Kentucky, and while only 80 miles separate UK and U of L, bleeding blue, or representing in red, is not something Kentuckians take lightly.
I just love Kentucky.
Mary Jo Ray has been a UK fan for 50 years.
It makes your heart beat really fast when they play, and it's just where my heart is with Kentucky.
There have been a lot of coaches and people in the past that have said that basketball in Kentucky is more than basketball. It's a religion or a way of life. What would you say to that?
I'd say, yeah, I agree with that because I feel it myself, you know. It's just so important to us.
It's this feeling of importance that Kentuckians keep close to their hearts and rooted deep within their families. So it's no surprise that Mary Jo's grandson Sean grew up wearing blue.
Get it. Oh, hold it. There we go. All right, make a shot here. Kentucky basketball really is more than just basketball.
How would you react if Kentucky won a national championship this year?
I'd probably maybe go streaking out in the streets and run around like a crazy person. I can't even really tell you how I'd react because I don't even know. Kentucky basketball is a huge, huge piece of me.
When Sean decided to attend U of L 3 years ago, mixed feelings ran through the Ray family.
Well, my Uncle Rick, he's the only Louisville fan in the family, so of course he was happy, but everybody else really couldn't believe it, and I just kept having to tell him I'm just going there to get an education. I'm not going there to root for any basketball teams.
But Granny needn't worry, because once you're married to a team in Kentucky, you don't get divorced. Do you ever consider rooting for the Cardinals?
No. There's no way I could ever root for Louisville. I've never found myself in that situation yet, and I don't see that ever happening.
While a divorce from your team seems absurd to Kentuckians, picking a team is not always a family affair. Can you ever imagine being a Louisville Cardinal fan or an IU fan?
No. I live in a house divided, though. I have 3 sons, and my grandson's a big Kentucky fan. And then we have a baby, a 4-year-old, who's also a Kentucky fan. But my oldest son is a Louisville fan. Sometimes, you know, I'll pull for Louisville if it has nothing to do with Kentucky, just for him. But I'm not really pulling for Louisville, I'm pulling for Rick.
Yes, this is Rick, and I've been a fan all my life since I was born, since I can remember. Not really for sure how I got started with them, just know that they were always my favorite team to watch and picked up on them, and they were local.
Even though Rick didn't choose UK, his team means just as much to him as the Wildcats do to the rest of his family.
That's real important. They're always somebody to root for, and somebody that you want to see do good and have a lot of interest in.
Like many fans across the state of Kentucky, the Rays will continue to root against each other on game day. But there's one thing everyone in the Bluegrass can agree on. Basketball in Kentucky is far more than just a game.
We will sing one song for the old Kentucky home, for the old Kentucky